Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Temmey. In today's video, I will be showing us how I made this beautiful collar. If this is what you are interested in learning, come along with me and let's get started. So guys, the first thing to do is to measure around the neck circumference. Remember that fixing the collar is the last thing you will do when making any dress with collar neck. So I'll measure my own neck circumference now, and I'll make sure that I did this about 3 times so as to be sure of what I want to work with. So after getting same value about 3 times, then I'm sure about my value. So I'll be drafting this collar on a fusible interfacing. This will make your collar more easier to draft out. So this is my fusible interfacing, also known as paper stay. It is on fold. The value I got earlier was 18 inches, so I make sure I fold my interfacing into half of 18 inches, which is 9 inches. Then I make a straight line, which is my starting line. Then I'll measure half of my neck circumference, which is 9, on that straight line. On that same point, I'll come up by 1 inch just to make a slant. The reason is because I want the collar to sit well on my neck. Then on this straight line, I'll look for the center, that is the half of 9, which is 4.5 inches. Then I'll connect it into the other 1 inch like so. So as it is, this line will be my new starting line for my collar. So I'm striking the other straight line out so that we won't be confused. So the next thing I'll do now is to remeasure that 9 inches on my new line. As you can see, I'm following that slant line and I'll measure my 9 inches. I want my collar height to be 1 inch. So I'll measure the 1 inch like so throughout the slant line. After marking like so, I'll connect with my straight ruler, and that curvy part I'll connect with the curved part of my French curve. So guys, make sure you blend any sharp point. So on this line, I'll also measure my 9 inches so as to be parallel to the other line, and I'll square the two lines with a straight ruler. This is the part that will be attached to the neck bodice, where this part is the upper part that will hug your neck. So to achieve this curve design on the upper part, just draw a curve like so. This is totally optional. So our collar is ready to be cut out. So this is how it looks like on fold, and this is how it looks like when I open it up. The next thing is to get my main fabric and put it on fold, but because I'm using same fabric for my lining, I'll fold it into two so that I can cut them together once. So if you fold your fabric exactly just like I folded mine, that means you'll be cutting the lining together with the main fabric. So when you are working with a shaking fabric like mine, make sure you work with pins. So I'll place the interfacing on the fabric, making sure the folded parts are touching, and I'll pin it down. Then I'll add ½ inch allowance round it. So can you see the half-inch allowance that I added around it? So now I can cut out. If you have watched to this part and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly subscribe, like the video and share with family and friends. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell. So here is what I have after cutting out, and here is what you should have too after cutting yours. So as you can see, I have two pairs of collar. One will serve as my main collar and the other will serve as my lining. So I'll iron my interfacing on one of the piece, and this piece will serve as my lining. Guys, I'm so sorry, my camera didn't record the joining of this, but as you can see, I joined the curvy parts and I cut out the excess. I also notched before turning to the right side. As for that part that doesn't have interfacing, I folded it in by half-inch allowance that I added and I ironed it. By doing this, it will be easy for me to sew to the bodice. So this is how it should look when you attach it. The part without interfacing should face outside. So before I start joining, I'll notch the center part of the neck bodice like so. And also I will notch the center of the main collar. Before sewing, I'll match the notches together and I'll make sure the right part of the lining is facing the wrong side of the bodice. Just look at what I'm doing. The right part of the lining should face the wrong side of the bodice, and I'll pin round. Make sure you work with your pins at this junction. So after pinning round and I inspected what I just pinned and I'm okay with it, I'll go to the sewing machine and I'll join them. If you don't do this, you will have a rough finishing. So can you see what I have after sewing? So now the next thing I'm going to do is to cut off the excesses and I will notch round. So after doing all that, I'll just flip my collar to the other side and join. As you can see, it's very easy for to do. So now I'll join, and before I join I'll make sure I pin. Yes, before I join I'll make sure I pin round so as to avoid any mistake while sewing. So as you can see what I'm doing, I'm pushing the allowances inside the collar and I will pin. So make sure you pin so that it will be easy for you when sewing. So now I'll go ahead to the sewing machine. And guys, the collar is ready. Can you see how flawless, how beautiful it is? So guys, we are not yet done. It remains one more step. So we are going to top stitch the upper part around like so as to make it more beautiful and make it more sit well round your neck. So guys, we are done with the color of this dress. Can you see how beautiful this is? Now I'm going to go to my table and I'm going to press it very well. My wonderful soul bodies, if you are here to like this video, kindly like now. Please like, share and subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so as to get notified when I drop new videos. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.